Senior lecturer at the University of Ghana, Professor Alidu Seidu wins Tamale Central NDC parliamentary primaries.
By this vote, and going by the simple majority, it is my pleasure to declare Professor Seidu Mahama Alidu as the candidate-elect for the NDC for the parliamentary election in Tamale Central.
Thousands throng Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park in Accra on day one of CTFM and Channel 1 TV's This is Ghana exhibition.
Day one has been great. We've had a lot of people coming around, asking questions about our product. We've educated them. A lot of people didn't know much about us or our product or our revolutionary technology, the LC3 technology, which combines calcined clay to the normal OPC cement, the ordinary Portland cement.
Well, the This is Ghana exhibition put together by CTFM and Channel 1 is in full swing. Today is the first edition happening at the Ifwa Sutherland's Children's Park. On Sunday, the second and final edition would be taking place. There are thousands of patrons here to watch hundreds of exhibitors who have come to display authentic Ghanaian-made product, which is what we've dubbed This is Ghana. So all around me you see people displaying and exhibiting what they produce in every part of this country. There are foodstuffs, there are artifacts, there's clothing, and there are several other items on display where people come to see what it is that is being exhibited and whether they are interested. I'm just going to one of the stands here and speak to this is Supercem, right? The Supercem.
Hi, Umaru.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How has it been going? Day one, how is it looking?
Day one has been great. We've had a lot of people coming around, asking questions about our product. We've educated them. A lot of people didn't know much about us or our product or our revolutionary technology, the LC3 technology, which combines calcined clay to the normal OPC cement, the ordinary Portland cement.
I see that you have pots here with clay.
Exactly. So this is the raw clay from Togome in the Volta region that we mine locally from Volta region. And then this is the calcined clay in its reddish form. And this is the calcined clay that we put in the bag of cement. Right. We have clinker here, which is an old, ingredient of cement. We have gypsum, we have shale, we have limestone, and then this is the final product. This is
how your cement looks like.
Exactly, this is how it looks like.
Interesting.
Right.
So if someone comes here and they say they like your product, what do you have bags of cement you are giving, you are selling immediately, or you send them to your outlets? How are you doing this?
So we have our salespeople here. What they'll do is they'll take your contacts. Because we sell through distributors, we'll connect you with our distributors and our sales team, and then they would come and supply you the cement.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us. So that's Supercem, and there are several other exhibitors here who are showcasing their product. Meanwhile, Bernard Avle, General Manager of Channel 1 Television and CTFM, is doing a press conference speaking to exhibitors and patrons. Let's cross over and hear what he's telling them.
We have to eat Ghana, we have to wear Ghana, we have to drink Ghana. Basically, the idea is economic development is not just economic policies. It's also about markets. And as a leading media house in Ghana, we've decided that beyond discussing issues, we will also bring people together. So This is Ghana is a marketplace for many sectors because economic development requires production, right? It requires markets. It requires people to patronize things. So basically, we've brought over 160 businesses of all kinds together to come and show what value they've added. I think our economy has been very poor because we export raw materials. But now you have companies that are adding value in many sectors. They need to be seen, they need to be heard. So the idea is to say, look, whether it's garments and clothing, whether it's beauty, or whether it's technology, or whether it's just food, you need to showcase what they have. So it's an exhibition, right? But it's also a chance for people to meet these production companies and take orders, and also to advertise these companies for people to see what they do, and basically to also see how export ready they are. Because the idea is we cannot continue importing as a country, and you can see that to transform an economy, you need to move away from exporting raw materials into what we call non-traditional exports. So if you look and you see a lot of these companies have added value, whether it's to shea butter, or it's to raw leather, or it's to basic food. So that's the idea, and the media house at the center of all of that, because development is also a conversation, right? So what we've tried to do is to say, look, we're a very prominent media house, and we are committed to the development of Ghana. So let's bring these guys together, and because our listeners love us so much, and our viewers love us so much, they agree with what we do. So they come, they patronize, they buy, and they showcase. So basically that's what we are doing, and we've been doing it since 2015, 2016, this particular kind of thing.
Let's now tell you how the exhibition has gone so far on day one, the reactions of patrons and exhibitors themselves. My colleague on the business desk, Nashika Caesar, has put together this report for us.
The Efwa Sutherland Children's Park came alive on Saturday as exhibitors and patrons thronged the venue for the first day of the two-day This is Ghana exhibition. More than 160 exhibitors showcased some of the country's finest locally made products. This year's edition featured a rich blend of Ghanaian creativity, from artisanal crafts and trendy fashion to innovative tech, lifestyle products, and more. Some exhibitors I spoke to expressed excitement at the strong patronage on opening day.
So they are all tie and dye. Everything is tie and dye, and the clothes as well, where we use our tie and dye to make the clothes. Some we have combinations, two different cloths, fabrics, to make them, and then also we have some with ashoke inside, like this one. We have ashoke inside. So yes, those are what we have: tie and dye and batik. Let me bring that clear, and batik.
Everything is made here?
Yeah, everything is made. We make it ourselves. We've actually made enough to cover, the cost for. So yes, and it's good. People are coming in. I think the location is also great. If for Sutherland, so I'm seeing a lot of people here and stuff. I like it. It's great so far. Okay, so we have a discount on the clothes, and so those who buy from us know that it's 40. But here when you come, we have a discount. If you buy an amount, we have an amount we take off for you.
And it's been super so far. Yeah. Yes.
How many things have you sold?
Oh, a lot. I can't even count.
Nice.
Yes. We are giving them great discounts, so it's part of the sales. Yes.
So you're excited?
Very excited, and I'll be here next year. Oh, they are buying. Some are also window shopping, but they are buying. Yes.
So it's been great coming on them?
Yes. It's been very good so far.
Okay, so today is good. We hope it will get better. We hope more people will come. So we are telling you guys to come around, and we hope tomorrow will be better as well. So this is my second time of coming to the fair. We have reduced our prices, and we are giving freebies here. Yes, we'll give you free taste to know what you're buying. Yes.
So people should just come.
People should just come. We have Bovilolo, which is mapo, and we have Akbakalami, which is baby tilapia, and we have the 1,000. We also have shrimps, we have octopus, and then we have pepper, the black pepper shito to go with it. So when you come here, you have everything. We actually have hot abolo and yakayeke to go with it.
Visitors also shared their delight with the variety and quality of products on display.
First, from the CSR stand, yes, we got some seedlings, and then we also bought, what did we buy? Granola, yes, granola, because we trust that it's organic. And then here we bought kivo, because for the kids, and then we've just bought some spices. Yeah.
Are you loving the things that you bought?
Yes.
The prices are okay?
The prices are okay, and these are things we don't find them every day. You may have to go to the market and fish them out, but now here everybody is at one spot, and it's good.
I'm here to shop, and also I'm selling my products, full food palm oil, natural zone. Yes, so that is why I'm here. So I'm marketing, and I'm having an experience, and I'm having fun as well.
Awesome. Tell us about some of the things you've bought so far.
Okay, I got this turban for myself, and then I like Tom Brown, so I got one Tom Brown too for myself.
Exhibitors are encouraging shoppers to return on Sunday to enjoy exclusive discounts and deals.
I do hope a lot more people will come tomorrow, because in as much as we are here for business, money or whatever it is, we want the exposure as well. We want people to know. We want, this is sort of like an advertisement as well on its own. So of course we'd want that. Money aside, that's what we want. A lot more people coming here.
So usually this would have gone to 55. 3 would have been 165. But if you're buying all 3, you pay 130 cedis. That's huge discount. Yeah, so all our products here are usually discounted. We want to finish selling everything we bring. I want people to have an experience of the authentic Ghanaian products that are here, especially what we have on the store here.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Jifa Ablagomashi, lauded City FM and Channel 1 Television for the consistent devotion to promoting Ghanaian culture, describing the This is Ghana exhibition as a good example of the Black Star experience.
You've been so consistent in bringing Ghana close to us in the programs that you do, from music to food to bazaars to celebration of the Ghana month. You have set the pace for years. And so when I heard about this, I'm just coming from Ningo to represent His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana at that Homowo Festival. But I thought as an opening day, I should rush here as quickly as I can, just to show support and to say that this is what it is. This industry, the public side creates the environment, but it's the private sector that drives it. And because you drive it and you make my work easy, I had to come here and applaud you all. I know that Ghanaians have some trust in your brand. And so I believe that I'll see a lot of things from every region represented here. In fact, straight ahead of me, I can see Jomi. There's no way now for Chide Chiko Jomi not tau. I know some people like the white one, but usually there's the palm oil in the red one. So if you are doing a boom, by all means there's palm oil. So I think that is a great opportunity for people who are doing private business in crafts, in food production, in fashion. So this is really what the Black Star Experience is about. Black Star Experience in one spot. And I want to thank all the participants and the businesses who have come here to showcase their stuff, and most especially the clients of both City FM, Channel 1 TV, and all the media houses that are participating in this, and the clients, those who actually participate in the activities that are given us by City FM.
The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is proudly powered by Channel 1 Television and City FM, with sponsorship from MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank. Trillium Industrial Company Limited and Built Financial Technologies are also supporting this year's edition.
So you heard the exhibitors. Day one of the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 has been a huge success. Now they are saying that they have reduced their prices. Prices of goods are affordable. So if you were unable to make your way here this Saturday, tomorrow, luckily for you, we are still here tomorrow. So find your way to the Efua Sutherland Children's Park here in Accra and make some of these amazing purchases. Reporting for CNL Business, I am Nashika Caesar.
Now, President John Dramani Mahama has officially relaunched the National Sanitation Day, which will now be observed on the first Saturday of every month. The President is also advocating the introduction of a courtesy curriculum in schools to instill values of cleanliness, along with stricter enforcement of sanitation bylaws. Channel 1 News' Sheba Araba Benin was present and filed this report.
President John Dramani Mahama has relaunched the National Sanitation Day as part of the government's Clean Up Ghana initiative under the Reset agenda. Originally introduced in 2014 during his first administration, the exercise could not be sustained by successive governments and will now be observed on the first Saturday of every month. Addressing the launch, the president revealed that discussions are underway with the Ministry of Education to introduce a curriculum aimed at instilling discipline and responsible citizenship in students from an early age.
We must inculcate in our children the spirit and awareness of cleanliness. I remember when I was young, we had a course in basic school called civics. For 1 hour every week, we were taught the values and courtesies and how to be a responsible citizen. And so we're in discussion with the Ministry of Education to see how we can create, as part of the curriculum, a separate curriculum on courtesy and responsible citizenship.
President Mahama maintained that communal labor would only be effective with the active involvement of traditional leaders who will be empowered to sanction sanitation offenders.
I believe that in every community there's a chief. And if in every community there's a chief, we can put a sanitation court in the palace of the chief. That working together with the district assembly, people who are persistent polluters will be brought to those sanitation courts and they'll be given the sanctions that they deserve.
Metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives will also be held accountable, as the president warned that any district that fails to prioritize sanitation risks having its leadership dismissed.
When my government came, we had a situation where more than 50% of the district assembly's common fund was being spent here in Accra at the District Assembly Common Fund Administrator's Office. And so sufficient money was not going to the districts to be able to carry out their obligations. Now, MMDCs, you have no excuse. I directed that 80% of money due to the District Assembly's Common Fund must go directly to the MMDCs. And so you can't tell me you have an excuse of lack of resources.
Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim, announced plans to set up a hotline to enable citizens to directly report sanitation challenges to the ministry.
A dedicated sanitation hotline will be established, enabling citizens to report public cleansing nuisance directly to the ministry. Reports will be catalogued, verified, and followed up with the relevant assemblies for immediate action.
The president of the Ghana Journalists Association assured that the media will go beyond observers and serve as active partners in the sanitation campaign.
That I declare that the Ghanaian media is ready to shift from being mere observers to active partners in solving this challenge. The GJ and its members are committed to being frontline allies in this renewed campaign. We pledge to dedicate our platforms, airtimes, columns, and website to educating citizens on proper waste management, highlighting sanitation bylaws, and celebrating those who set a good example.
The event ended with a donation from President Mahama to the Bus Stop Boys, a youth-led sanitation group encouraging more young people to emulate them.
Every first Saturday in the month is now expected to be a sanitation day here in Ghana, as President John Dramani Mahama is urging every Ghanaian and even children to ensure that the country is constantly clean. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Sheba Araba Benin.
116 persons in the Ashanti region are facing prosecution for violating various sanitation laws. Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakohene revealed this during a cleanup exercise at the Regional Coordinating Council as part of activities to mark National Sanitation Day. Channel 1 News' Ashanti Regional Correspondent Doris Lonta was there for us.
As part of interventions to address sanitation challenges in the Ashanti region, the minister emphasized that individuals who violate sanitation regulations will face charges and prosecution, as his administration intensifies its fight against filth and unhygienic practices that threatens public health. The minister further highlighted his commitment to leveraging CCTV cameras installed at strategic locations to curb indiscriminate waste disposal and ensure strict enforcement of sanitation bylaws.
116 individuals are standing prosecutions here in Ashanti region for violating some sanitation laws, among others. And I want to thank the enforcement agencies, i.e. the regional environmental health officer and the metropolitan and then the municipal health officers as well. So you are charged and you are prosecuted. And I think that will serve as an example to prevent people from illicit disposal of refuse within the city. The last but not the least is, with the support of signals, we've been able to direct some of the CCTV cameras towards areas that are key for us, where littering usually goes on in a very rampant manner. I believe that with this law enforcement and our ability to come out and support government effort, we should be able to have a good control over these sanitation issues.
Dr. Mwakohene also revealed that a major cleanup exercise is underway at the Afari Military Hospital to clear overgrown weeds and maintain cleanliness at the facility. Touching on the hospital's opening, he stated that although the late Defense Minister had earlier indicated a September deadline, that timeline is no longer feasible due to the unfortunate incident. He added that his office has officially written to the Defense Ministry regarding the operationalization of the facility and is currently awaiting feedback.
We've written again to the Defense Ministry, following the incidents that happened. Definitely we will not be able to meet the September timeline, looking at the issues that happened.
Do we have any clear communication as to when we can?
That would definitely come from the Defense Ministry.
The Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amwakohene, has reiterated that individuals who violate sanitation regulations will face sanction and possible prosecution. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I'm Doris Lonta, Ashanti Region.
This is Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. I am Omaru Sandamado. Still ahead. Senior lecturer at the University of Ghana, Professor Alidu Seidu wins Tamale Central NDC parliamentary primaries. We'll be right back with that and other stories. Please stay with us.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother once more. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the grades. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
Nothing beats an absolute worship experience with Team Eternity. It's Team Eternity Ghana's third live recording, Tag Live 3.0, and this year our theme is The Promise. Join us as our honored guest at the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center on the 7th of September 2025 at 4 p.m. for an unforgettable and divine encounter. Grab your tickets for cool 250 Ghana cedis for VIP and 150 Ghana cedis for general at www.teameternityghana.com. Tech Live 3.0, a divine moment waiting for you.
Proudly powered by Prestea Ghana Limited.
Now, government is rejecting claims that it orchestrated the removal of former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. Presidential staff arbitraries Anand Fio, speaking on City FM and Channel 1 TV's weekend current affairs show, The Big Issue, insisted that President Mahama had no preconceived agenda, stressing that the process was independently initiated. Daniel Sakte reports.
The removal of former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu
following recommendations of a committee set up to probe petitions against her, has sparked intense debate and divided opinion. While critics point to political undertones linked to pronouncement by persons aligned with the National Democratic Congress, others argue that the process followed due constitutional procedure. Presidential staffer Beatrice Anamfio, speaking on City FM and Channel 1 TV's The Big Issue, dismissed claims of political motivation, insisting President Mahama came into office with priorities beyond seeking the removal of the Chief Justice.
This removal was not political in any way. In fact, I happen to work at the presidency, and I can tell you that on assumption of power, if we had any preoccupation and major issues that we wanted to tackle, removal of Chief Justice was not one of the issues that government, was concerned with. And so the point has to be made that this is not something that was on the agenda for President Mahama.
But the minority caucus disagrees. MP for Swame John Darkon described the removal as part of a wider government scheme with the ultimate aim of also targeting the Electoral Commission chairperson.
When you look at what happened, it was just a political attempt by the NDC, and they played it well. You know that sooner than later, a petition for the removal of the chair of the Electoral Commission will also come up. And they would, for us, it's just a petition that came, and the Chief Justice made the prima facie determination, and then we went through the process, and the person has been removed. Let us not bury our heads in the sand like ostrich and pretend that what is going on here is some constitutional procedure, because it is not. What is happening is pure politics.
Host of Good Evening Ghana and former board chairman of the Ghana Airports Company Limited, Paul Adomotri, on his part, cautioned against the hasty application of Article 146 in removing judicial officers, warning that judicial error should not automatically amount to misconduct.
The first major brush between the executive and the judiciary under 1992 was the ruling in 31st. It was a ruling that rubbed Mr. Rawlings on the very wrong side. And it was all said that one judge, a former Attorney General, NYB Adade, was responsible for what was termed the coup d'etat at the Supreme Court because he led the majority opinion of 5 judges. The Supreme Court may have been wrong in decision A or decision B. That happens, it's happened all the time. The law is replete with these things where decisions are overturned. But even if they are wrong, the way to manage it is not to rush to the Constitution and find Article 146 and take them out.
Spokesperson for Movement for Change, lawyer Andrew Appiah-Dankwa, also raised concerns about weaknesses in Article 146 of the Constitution.
As a people, we've sat down and we've allowed this very weak Article 146 that, if I want to also speculate, can be weaponized. Is it the case that when it was being applied against Charlotte Osei, it was used as a weapon? What did we say when the former president, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, said that I'm just a conveyor belt? Is John Mahama not just a conveyor belt?
Meanwhile, President of Imani Africa, Franklin Kudjo, urged that the matter be depoliticized, suggesting that in other jurisdictions, the former Chief Justice could even have faced imprisonment.
The argument that, she should have been guided by an officer, like a finance officer, and so she didn't know, it's neither here nor there. Please, let's disassociate politics out of this at all. Because when I hear such this, it gets me really angry. She knew, and she's at the head of the judiciary, she knows the laws pertaining to the issues around spending money. Look, in other countries, she would have been in jail by now. There are countries, was it Chile or wherever, that they found the president was wearing a wristwatch, I think a Rolex wristwatch, about $64,000. Police officers went to her house, right? She was president too. They went to her house, found out what she did jail there one time. Let's not joke with these things.
A senior lecturer at the Political Science Department of the University of Ghana, Professor Alidu Mahama Seidu, has emerged as the NDC parliamentary candidate for Tamale Central. He defeated 11 contenders in the party's internal primaries. The primaries follow the passing of the area's former Member of Parliament, Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed. There is more by our Northern Regional Bureau Chief, Shawana Yusuf.
The Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium came alive the moment the first candidates' votes reached 800, with supporters and delegates expressing their excitement over the outcome. Out of a total of 1,551 delegates, Professor Alidu Mahama Seidu polled 840 votes, making him the parliamentary candidate. The Northern Regional EC Director, Bismarck Yiriel, declared the winner at the close of polls.
Professor Seidu Alidu polled 840 votes. 840 votes. Marema Nama Salifu got 5 votes. By these votes, and going by the simple majority, it is my pleasure to declare Professor Seidu Mahama Alidu as the candidate-elect for the NDC for the parliamentary election in Tamale Central.
Speaking to the media, the newly elected NDC parliamentary candidate for Tamale Central, Professor Alidu Mahama Seidu, expressed gratitude to all delegates for the honor and pledged his commitment to making Tamale Central better.
I want to pray for our departed MP, Honorable Murtala Mohammed. May he rest in perfect peace. I want to thank my co-aspirants. They have been very humble in the way they campaigned, very generous in the statements they made, and very reconciliatory, even where people believe they have done things that wasn't deserving. So I think the way we have started, it is important that we continue with this tone of reconciliation, and then we work together as a party to be able to win the seat for the NDC.
National Deputy Director of Elections, Mahdi Jibril, said the peaceful conduct of the election was expected and assured that the team will return to campaign to retain the seat ahead of the September 30 by-election.
We knew that today we'll have a peaceful election today because NDC is a peaceful party. I'm sure by now our opponents were on their knees praying that something should happen today for them to comment. I'm happy today we ended these elections without a problem. Coming back here full force, we are waiting for the filing. Will be done between 8th and 10th. If that is done, we'll know who is contesting. And the party will come back here to engage the constituents of the Tamale Central to win back the seat again in honor of Murtala Mohammed.
The Tamale Central parliamentary primaries came to a peaceful end here at the Tamale Sports Stadium with Professor Alidu emerging victorious with 840 votes. Meanwhile, from start to finish, the process has been peaceful so far. For Channel 1 News, my name is Shawana Yusuf, reporting from the Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium here in Tamale.
Abandoned toll booths along the Kasua and Tema motorway highways have deteriorated into shelters for vulnerable persons, including persons with mental health conditions, and are now littered with piles of garbage. The collapsing canopies of the structures have also worsened the situation, raising serious safety concerns among commuters. Channel 1 News' Sarah Apia visited the site and brings us this report.
Once a bustling collection point for road tolls, the toll booth now stands in ruins, its structure decaying and a growing risk to public safety. Samuel Baini, a taxi driver who frequently uses the stretch, shared a near-injury experience while driving past the structure.
Na say you chumo abon say single no ebiati mo say frama na fa kedendendin na ebiati the last time na me fi akra me ba na me dispute pa frama na gudu to bo say dwe bi siase ebu etu ya na ko ball duano wo other side say o mechi I say it single ni dey etu say wo drive no one careful a betumi ahia so me na automatic crampon a mmebubu mfi o since we no esi o na as a singer no etiti na as a bonze wonam from efa gidigidi ya wonam bonze na sing na tu
so obi na efa ase ono na enye dwadefo yi bia wo fa ase kakakranka we ni chance ni tu ya nka ebe plano but wadoje no.
Now a closer look inside the booth shows that a lot of old and worn out clothes and even papers have been dumped inside. It's almost as though the place has been designated as a refuse dump. And the papers here appears to be papers that were used during the time that the toll booths were active. But currently, the state is an eyesore.
Channel 1 News also encountered mentally ill persons who appear to have taken up residence within the structure.
They said that about for na Jaffa. Omuda yo chembe ho self contain omu titim no ma twebol nyina ediagum. Eti esa by so no mamode no ma nanima emla hu. So omu hwe no omu nya biem omu medwini nyina firi wo na ye hu zeto no. Enya de beba biem.
Especially in the night. Yeah, when taking steps or something, you might see someone in there and then you feel like maybe there's going to be an attack, like a thief or something. So it's not safe. The security must do something about it. Yeah, but then nobody's saying anything. The government, everybody's off. They're not saying anything.
Despite the Roads Ministry's announcement of a return to tolling after its suspension in 2021, it insists on transitioning to an automated tolling system. With no plans to resume manual toll collection, many are questioning the continued existence of these booths, especially on some of the country's busiest roads. The absence of street lighting on these highways makes matters worse. Without proper illumination, especially at night, unfamiliar drivers risk crashing into them.
Renovation, so I have a camera, so I have a free chance of movement. So that traffic be a so I told you so traffic to Michi and traffic to Michi pa my TS Rabbi say on bed but you're not on your renovation. Go light in here. I assume too much. I had a super anajo was maybe I will be free baby Joe for Adriania won't mean tracing the pan.
On the Tema motorway, the situation is no better. Piles of garbage now fill the abandoned booths, with one even serving as a shelter for a homeless man. Vehicles no longer pass beneath the canopies. Instead, traffic has been diverted to the sides of the road, while the central lanes remain idle. In some cases, vehicles even park under the collapsing canopy structures. On a number of occasions, trucks have crashed into the abandoned booths, causing severe accidents and claiming lives. Although the Ghana Highway Authority carried out a demolition exercise of the booths in 2023, some structures still remain. Farouk, a truck driver, says the booths now serve as a space for weed smokers. The National Road Safety Authority, NRSA, says the Roads Ministry is planning to dismantle these obsolete structures to make way for a modern electronic tolling system. However, no specific timeline has been announced.
We got in touch with them concerning the unused toll booths, and they've assured us that they are currently preparing or making preparation to deploy an automated interconnected tolling station. They are doing the procurement and other facilitation. And so they are saying that when they are sure that that one is on board, then they will now do away with the physical toll booth that has been erected. They are preparing to pull them down, but the timelines is not in our hands. And so when we think commuters will be in an immediate risk, we will also rally them to pull that one down. But I don't think now it is all of them that put a very immediate risk to commuters.
Concerns raised about mentally challenged individuals living in the toll booths, the NRSA says it will coordinate with law enforcement agencies to alert and protect road users.
So we'll do advocacy for drivers, commuters to be careful when they're approaching such places. And then we'll see how we'll collaborate with Ghana Police or whoever the authority is to at least go and see to it that the madmen will not use that place for their habitat.
With the current state posing both safety and health risks, many are urging authorities to take immediate action before these abandoned structures lead to serious consequences. For Channel 1 News, Sarah Pia reporting.
You are still watching Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Still ahead. There's always a struggle for residents of Oboba, Kromokra in the Ashanti North District of the Central region to access information in real time. This is due to poor telecommunication network reception in the area. We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you banked like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Wake up in the morning feeling super fine. Let's go, don't got no time, yeah. Turn it up, I'ma strut my stuff. You see me walking on the block, can't get enough. Like, nobody can touch me. They wanna be like me, but I got no time to get up, get up, get up. Now let's go. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. We gotta
play me for.
It's go time. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up.
Call me.
We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. Now let's go.
Beautiful.
Get up.
Wow.
Get up, let's go.
Decent cross, wasn't going for it. Up towards goal. That's a superb finish.
When it's go time to supercharge your hustle, make it go time for GoTV.
Get up, now let's go.
Love it.
Residents of Kwabenya Comet have raised security concerns following the alleged murder of a commercial motorist weeks after a similar incident involving an immigration officer. Residents told Channel 1 News they are living in fear and are calling for swift investigations and enhanced security in the area. Channel 1 News' Fauzu Masawudu has more.
It's a heartbreaking moment for the family of slain Okada rider John Gano, as his mother wept uncontrollably during a visit. The 24-year-old commercial motorcyclist was reportedly hired by an unidentified individual from Aboom Junction at Kwabenya on Tuesday.
The one didn't buy and yeah, all my funny dropping. No, I'm not quite motor ya no mucha ne mene. Ye humboni ya wa. Until you answer about me boy wa. Nani ya kosu no esuncha.
Right at this spot at the Comet Estate in Kwabenya, Accra, Gano had stepped out of home to pursue what puts food on his table. Little did he know that this place would be his last touch on earth. His lifeless body was discovered here at this spot with his throat slit. Gano's father, Gideon Kunugba, recounts his final moments with his son.
Monday morning, he went to the work. Around 10 o'clock, he came back and bath. When he bath, he did around 4 o'clock. Then he go again. So 4 o'clock, he returned back by 7. say, oh, the weather is cool. You want to put the pullover before you go. So by 7 o'clock you go and that's in.
Upon receiving the devastating news, he rushed to the scene where police were already present. Ganyo's body was later transferred to the police hospital for investigation.
I went to the work where my wife called me that they slaughter my son. I come to carry my wife. We rush down here. So I come here, so it's lying down here. I take the picture. The police car is here. So they say I should go and buy the aquatechi so that we will do something before we take and go.
You do the ritual.
Before we take and go. So when I come, we do something there. Then they put them to their sack. I take him go to the police hospital.
Although police investigations are ongoing, the bereaved family has raised concerns, alleging that Ganyo's former employer had previously issued threats against him.
So 2 weeks time, somebody bought the motor, give my son. So you say,
So 2 weeks time,
yes.
Somebody went to buy that motor, the same motor that your son said he will not work with it again, and then he came to give it to you.
No, not that motor.
A different motor.
Okay,
different motor.
So you say, so you see another motor. That's why you see you're not going to ride my motor again.
Okay. The former boss thought because he has seen another motor, that's why he doesn't want to.
This gruesome killing comes just weeks after Stephen Amwa, an immigration officer, was murdered under similar circumstances in the same area, a disturbing trend that has heightened fear and insecurity among residents and commercial riders.
It has been happening. It has been happening. Always, if you are here, somebody comes around, pick you, send you, stab you, maybe sometimes if you are even lucky, they'll just remove the knife, say, oh, drop. If you don't struggle with them, you give the bike. But sometimes, just 3 days ago, similar incident happened here. But that guy was lucky, they didn't take the bike away.
But beyond the grief and excruciating pain lies one desperate plea from the family: justice for John Ganyo.
Yepa government in his job. Boy, Obia ni baby a my government in Unkwana beti me a boy.
For residents, it has become one too many, and for relatives of the deceased Okada rider Ganyo, expediting investigations to serve subsequent justice will bring the needed closure. Reporting for Channel 1 News, Fauzuma Saudu, Accra.
There's always a struggle for residents of Oboba, Kromokra in the Asante North District of the Central Region to access information in real time. This is due to poor telecommunication network reception in the area. The situation, coupled with other social challenges, is affecting the lives of locals who are pleading for urgent intervention. Central Regional Correspondent Akwesiado reports.
Welcome to Asante Oboba Krokrowa, a community predominantly made up of cocoa farmers. Despite their contribution to national development, the lack of basic social amenities makes residents feel neglected. Here, establishing a phone signal is a daily struggle, making communication virtually impossible.
Sir, my friend said, "Ebia, my information be free and chair." Adding, just a couple baby jina and sana yet to minimum akaza and bokasa in an emotion. Untia seven and the panic can ye.
Network in it. Ampa how ya papa bibi wo hokra na besanka ye frɛ nsamhwefo anase ye de to bi anim no ama ubedia wunya.
Residents say everyone in the community must converge at a single point marked by a makeshift shed to make phone calls on weak signals, a situation that robs them of privacy.
We've mounted a hut on the campus, on the school environment, where we think there is a network there. So anytime you want to do research or do anything, you come there, you do your thing before you go back to the classroom, then you show to your people.
We are tapping from a nearby town called Udumasi. So that one is a solar. So when the sun shines, we get a network here. But if the weather becomes cloudy, we don't get a network here, so it makes communicating very hard.
As the world embraces a rapid technological revolution driven by the internet, The traditional leader of Oboba Krokrowa laments that he and his people are being left behind, appealing passionately to authorities for urgent intervention.
Network na de yenya kura DSS anka nkrofo koi aka wo ba adusua na enye wonding nanso ya ema nti sanka aben so betuma aboayen wo say network hu a aka be beda na ase.
The chief executive of the Asenrov district, Sylvester Amachi Nyako, says the challenge will soon be addressed. He told Channel 1 News that the community is one of 4 in the district earmarked to benefit from an upcoming telecom infrastructure project.
Honorable James Chikwesi, he asked some people to come and see us. So, Oboba, we have decided to pray the pole or the network, this and that can help them get a good network around Udumasi area. And there's another area at Ahwesu. They also go there. They are going to do 4 mass telecommunication mass for this district.
In an era where the world thrives on technology, residents of Bakroa have no access to telecommunication network. They are appealing to authorities to come to the aid of the community. For the Channel 1 Newsroom, I am Akwesi Ado, Obobakro Central Region.
After disappointment and agitations by residents and workers following the near collapse of the Bogoso Prestea gold mines under Future Global Resources, residents of Prestea have welcomed health gold fields with optimism after the new operator commenced payment of arrears of inherited workers and local contractors. However, residents of Prestea speaking to Channel 1 TV News' Akwesi Ejenim called for employment guarantees for locals who have decades depended on the mine as a source of livelihood.
Scenes of protests like this mark the tenure of Future Global Resources, which was accused of neglecting investments, failing to pay workers and contractors, and allowing the Bogoso Prestea mine to decline. Calls for government intervention eventually led to the October 2024 takeover by Heat Goldfields, a Ghanaian-owned company tasked with revamping the mine. 10 months on, and with the recent visit by the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, I spoke with the management of Heat Goldfields to assess progress.
Since assuming operations, we have taken bold steps to lay the foundation for a safe and sustainable restart. Our key achievements include payment of over 100 million Ghana cedis in outstanding employee salaries and provident funds inherited from the previous leaseholder, investment of more than 34 million Ghana cedis in critical safety and infrastructure upgrades, including restoration of the mine's wonder to meet regulatory standards.
To verify these claims, I visited the street of Prestea to gauge resident views on Heat Goldfields' stewardship so far.
I think the coming of Heat Gold to Prestea is a blessing to the town. Why? Because, first of all, the workers, the old workers, they have been able to pay them their the amount they owe them. Somebody who hasn't started work, but is able to pay the workers before even coming in. That was the first step. Number 2, look at our surroundings. We started moving some things like weeding, making sure light, because there were no light. The light were cut off. But when they came, they have been able to restore the power for the company. Somebody who hasn't started the work, but doing all these things, I think they will do better. So I pray that the government should help them to take over the company.
I can bear with you that even a company came in, they couldn't purchase even a vehicle. But you see vehicles around, label Heat Goldfields, mean that they are ready to work with us. Though they are not working, but when you ask our colleagues, our brothers in there, they will tell you that now they are getting something out of it. What are they getting? Some are talking about their unpaid salaries, but now you hear from them, they've given us some, they are still paying. Then the assurance alone tells us that when they are given a mandate, we are going to benefit from the company.
In response to calls for job security, Heat Goldfields outlined its ongoing revival efforts, including major works at the underground mines and retrofitting of the processing plant.
We're planning to commence testing of the process plant equipment within this 3rd week of September, and then by 1st week of October, start production from this process plant with the open pits. And then at the same time, we continue to upgrade the pumping installations underground and then the water underground facility, hoping or planning that by next year, 1st quarter next year, we'll also resume mining in the underground mine.
When we mine the ore, we must send it to the ore pass. It's around the 24 level and bring it out. So we must pump the water all the way. That's why we are focusing to pump the water. So the water level now is 15 feet above 18. So we want to lower it all the way so that it goes below the 24, so that you can go there and also work. So that's the plan.
Well, that's how we wrap up today's edition of Channel One Newsroom. I am Omar Sandamadu. Thank you so much for watching us.